Hello and welcome to another video. We got so much news, so many new features and so many new updates, and I'm excited to tell you all about it in this video. The Promptmate team has been working hard to make a better product for you to maximize your results with AI. Without wasting more time, let's get started. So in this video, we will discuss a few things. The first thing that we will be discussing is the new AI systems that you can use with Promptmate. So you can use them, but also combine them, and that's a very interesting use case. Then when it comes to automation, the biggest news that we have is that now you can use Promptmate on Zapier, and this really opens a completely new window of opportunities and possibilities, and it's really a paradigm shift. Because if you are familiar with Zapier, Zapier is this tremendous tool about automation, whether this is about lead generation or email marketing or blog writing, etc. But then you will see it in combination with Promptmate, and it really does wonders. And the last thing we will be discussing in this video is how freelancers have already started to make money with Promptmate. They are earning, whether they are upselling or cross-selling to their existing clients, they are already making money. We will show you one example, which is very interesting. Let's get started. So the first thing, as I said, that we will be looking at is the AI system. So let's say, for example, your brand is called brand name Adidas, and you want to use AI for this brand, whether it's creating content or doing some Google research, because we have the Google search extender, for example. Now, to process the information, you can use different prompt providers, or better said, AI systems. So far, I'm pretty sure you know that we already had ChatGPT, and under advanced options, you could basically choose the model, and that's still available. So you can choose between 3.5 Turbo to ChatGPT 4, okay? But now you can also use other ones. So we have Code Interpreter, which really is another window of opportunity, and we will definitely be discussing use cases for Code Interpreter in the future. And then we have GPT Vision. If you have been catching up lately with our social media, you might have seen that we already have a very interesting use case when it comes to SEO with GPT Vision. And then if you are on e-commerce, you can also improve product images or replace them thanks to our clip drop background removal or background replace AI systems. And then you have Uncrop and Upscale, which are great. And then we have Google Gemini Multimodal, Google Palm 2, Mistral AI. It's the latest that we have added just actually a week ago. And then we have DALL-E for image generation. And then we have text-to-speech, which is, again, incredible. And then we have Stability AI, text-to-image, image-to-image, and also image-to-video, which really, it's a game changer. So we will not go through each one of them in this specific video. I just wanted to show you what we have added, because again, each AI system that we now have available opens an insane amount of use cases that we really have to sit down and see what to show you later. But you can also use your own creativity to create your own use cases. But for example, if you want to say, write a social media caption for my brand's Instagram page, and your brand is, the input failed, right? In this case, we said Adidas. But now what you want to do is you want to combine them, right? So you can combine them for different reasons, for different tasks. But in this specific example, I'll just use, let's say you want to know which AI system will give you what you really want, the closest to what you want, right? So you're not sure whether that is ChatGPT or Bard or Gemini or Mistral, and you are like, okay, well, thanks to Promptmate, you have all of them in one place. So all you have to do is, so let's say you do this for ChatGPT, and let's say you want to use, I don't know, ChatGPT 4, and then you do save and test. And then you want to do the same, but you want to use another system, right? So you don't want ChatGPT in this case, but you want, I don't know, you want Gemini, right? So you go and do save and test, and then you want also Mistral. So copy paste, and then here we go with Mistral, right? And we go save and test. So now you have 3 results. So this is ChatGPT 4. Very short. Well, the prompt is very basic here because that's not the point. The point is comparing these 3 systems. So this is the caption provided by ChatGPT 4. It also gave you some hashtags and some emojis. This is Google Gemini. Way more specific, right? It gives you a headline, a little longer caption, and yeah, doesn't end there. Emojis and some, actually the brand name is a hashtag, right? And then we have Mistral, which every time I see the word unleash, I see nothing new there because it's a word that is being used so many times from AI in general. But yeah, so again, this is a very, very useless example I'm making here. But start here to realize what you can do with Promptmate. Like, you can combine these, and this is insane because look what you can do next. Let's say that we want the caption from Gemini, right? We really like Gemini. So that's prompt 2. So we add another prompt and you say prompt 2, which is the caption. I'm not going to even type anything into the prompt, but what I will do is DALL-E. I want an image, right? But if you want to be a little bit more specific, you can say create image for this post. DALL-E. Let's say this is for Instagram. So again, this is a very simple example, but we were able to get an image for the caption. We didn't specify any specifics or attributes what we want. And if you are familiar with DALL-E, you kind of have to do that. But this was just to show you the possibility of what you can do when you use Promptmate and you have all the AI systems in one place. And if you want to go further, you can turn this into a video because again, we have stability image to video, which can do that. I think these are incredible. If you want audio, you can then grab that caption and turn it into audio. Actually, let's do that. Let's grab this from prompt 2, which was from Google Gemini for the Adidas, and let's turn it into an audio just to show you that this is really incredible. Hopefully you'll be able to hear from my microphone. I'll turn the volume up. So let's say prompt 2, right? And then we go text to speech, right? You can also select the voice. Let's say we want Fable. You can also specify these or the format that you want. If you want WAV, MP3 or AAC or any other audio format that you want, and the speed, which is incredible. You can also specify the speed. I usually leave these as they are. Then this is the model, text to speech 1 or high definition. That's fine for this example. I'll just turn up the microphone. Hopefully you can hear it. But first, let's just generate it. Great, so let's just hear this.
Embrace the power of Adidas. Step into the world of performance and style with Adidas. From iconic sneakers to cutting-edge apparel, we've got you covered for every stride you take.
As you can see, this is incredible. Like, you can do anything here, anything. And I'm really excited for what's to come. So that's it for now. Then we will just briefly discuss Zapier. And for Zapier, we will have, for the technical side of integration, I'll create a new video in the next days. Right now, I'll just show you what we're doing. So for example, if you were familiar with our public templates, we had Hero, right? To generate pitch for Haro, to reach out to reporters, to possibly be featured in their articles and get high domain authority backlinks for your website, blog, or brand. The template was pretty manual in terms of input. Of course, it would then just generate the perfect email for you to use as an outreach, but you still had to add the input yourself, right? So for example, if you go to template details, these are the input fields. So you would go technically on your email. I'll show you. So ideally, you would get an email from Haro for the queries. One in the morning, one in the evening, one in the afternoon. And then what you had to do is add all of these manually. So for example, first of all, you would go with a summary, right? Let's say this is the query that you're interested in pitching for. So you would get the summary. And then you will have to add the summary here. And then media outlet, you get the media outlet, etc. I don't want to stress you with the specifics. So, and then once you complete all these, you just click run and it would just give you an email. Then you get the email, go create a new email that you're about to send, copy paste the message, then grab the email address for that query, for example this, and send the email, right? So it's still less work than pitching to every media outlet manually. But now that Promptmate can be used on Zapier, this is a completely game changer. Because what we're doing now, we have created a workflow on Zapier that basically every time we get an email from Haro, then Promptmate will dissect and understand what's the query that we are most interested in, generate a draft and send that draft back to Gmail, and all we have to do is send those. So for example, all these emails that you see here have been generated. They have my name here. They are talking directly to the journalist. So once the template is public, I'll definitely make a video about it, and of course you will have a video description that shows how it works. But yeah, this is automation on a next level. So because basically you have to do nothing. All you have to do is remove this, for example, that I forgot to remove, being the first email that we sent out, and maybe change a word or two. But in general, I didn't actually remove anything to these emails. So yeah, that's what you can do. And actually, if you go to our website, you will be able to see this page. It will show you what you can do, and you can actually start right here. So for example, if you want a blog post, you will just click on use this Zap, and you will be redirected in getting started with Zapier. And then you can also do other stuff like organize Promptmate.io results by creating a spreadsheet that you can directly get on your Google Drive thanks to Zapier and its automation power, right? The last thing I want to talk to you about is how some freelancers or experts are already making money using Promptmate, whether that is cross-selling or upselling or even just pitching about a new service. But in this case, we have a cross-selling example where a freelancer had this brilliant idea when it comes to content creation. She is a social media manager and a content creator, and she had this existing client that she was creating content for her e-commerce brand. And because this brand has this Western cowboyish theme, she had the brilliant idea of combining that theme with using Promptmate to actually create a story around that theme. And based on that story, it was able to then generate images with DALL-E and Stability AI to pitch to this client this new approach, this new thing, this new concept. And as you can see from the message, it says, just wanted to introduce you to a new concept we're preparing for e-commerce businesses when it comes to content creation, is about brand animation, and just tested it for your brand. In this case, it's called Hayloft Western Wear. Basically, based on your brand and products, we are able to identify target audience and customer personas. Based on your customer personas, we are able to create 2 comic art style characters and 1 story. The story and the theme atmosphere is also brand related, and we illustrated this mini story here in 14 mini episodes. So for example, again, every mini story is also related to the product, which is really smart. So for example, meet Wade Collins, a charismatic cowboy singer, sets out on a journey to share his music and stories with the world. He packs his guitar, cowboy hat, and favorite pair of boots from Hayloft Western Wear. So it's still around the brand and the customer persona and their flavors and their hobbies when it comes to Western wear. And as you can see then on this other screenshot here, the client really accepted and it was very excited about this new concept. And so yeah, this is fantastic because people are also making money with AI, in this case with Promptmate, thanks to the fact that you can combine different AI systems. They can also become, as content creators, more creative. And I think this is a great news for everyone who's watching and wants to make more money cross-selling using Promptmate use cases. Imagine, so this freelancer, all they have to do in this case is save this template and offer this to all their e-commerce clients and just use the template, submit the URL of the client, and it will just generate this mini story and the characters and the journey they are going through. And it's about brand animation, and I think this is the future personally. Keeping character attributes for now, it's a challenge because it's hard to maintain. This freelancer in this case did a great job. So for example, if you can see this, I mean, the character changes a little, but not too much. Like for example, here seems a little older than here. And even the girl, for example, a little bit different here than here. But again, people will not just freak out about these specifics for now, and then obviously we have new tools that will come out soon, and this will also be without any flaws. So yeah, this is it for now. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments, and excited to see what you can do with Promptmate. Thank you. See you in the next video.